women in the workplace, we risk having to settle for the smaller piece of the pie, whether it's about other people thinking that we can't hold the leadership position or that we don't believe in ourselves enough.
Something I know that I'm nervous about, going into the workforce is being taken seriously. I think any young person starting a new career kind of has that. But I think that the difference for females usually lies in the confidence aspects.
I definitely agree that there is that confidence issue. I think that when women go out into the workforce and they start searching for a job and they look at organization structures and they see that hardly any women sit on board of directors, I think when we research that and we see a company like that, we immediately think to ourselves, we can't go there and we can't do well. But I think we need to think differently and we need to put ourselves up front and say, well, I'm going to be the first woman to sit on that board.
I think from my perspective, at least, I think I'd reach out to my support system. So whether that be internal to the company in terms of HR resources or other peers who might have just started as well. Also externally, so I have, whether it's friends or family members, I think that they are really willing to help you overcome the challenges or kind of give you some advice as to how you can deal with whatever problems you're having.
Even networking as well. A lot of women go through the same similar issues, especially when you start working and moving up in a career. So kind of hearing their side, how they did it.
As a woman, when I voice my opinion, I voice it in a calm way, and I hope to get everybody's understanding and everybody's reasoning and listen to everybody's opinion. And when you go about using that approach, sometimes you're not always well heard. And I think that when male colleagues share the same opinion as me and they say something in a calm way, they're more to be listened by everybody else, whereas for a woman, usually you have to be a little bit more forceful and aggressive.
Finishing school, I'm graduating, and I'm just at home waiting for my full-time job to start, and I'm just is this life? Oh my god. And then I picked up a small job, a contract job in between, and I actually work 9 to 5 every day, and I'm driving home, I'm I can't do this, is this really it? So I just go to work and I come home, you're in traffic, and then you have to go to sleep and then wake up the next morning, and it's so early just to get to work again. So yeah, that made me realize I was so excited to graduate, but I was really fearful of work-life balance. What is life going to be like when I start working?
If I were to just work, it would actually drive me insane.
Work-life balance is definitely something that's really important because, I think that in order to perform well at your job or, your school, you also have to be able to maintain a healthy personal life. Mm-hmm. Yeah. To me, the way I look at it is that having that decision between whether to start a family or whether to pursue the next stage of your career life, I think that like you said, having a company that truly supports you and having those services that will allow you to still maintain your work and have your personal life, somehow that road intertwines down the road.
Even in terms of defining professional success versus personal success, it's almost kind of hard to separate the two, because I feel if you're truly successful and I feel everything kind of balances out, you're happy in every aspect of your life, and that includes your job, which is a big part of what you do, but also your family and your friends and your hobbies and personal interests.
I think for me it's passion. I think that's the one criteria that sets people apart from doing their job and then excelling at their job.
If what I'm doing is benefiting the greater good. I know it's cliche, but it's true. I wouldn't want to waste my time with a career that's not really helping anybody or, not doing anything good.
Mm-hmm.